Hey, what's up guys? It's a guy around here. Man, this is so weird, talking to a camera for the first time. Apparently, yes, this is my first time talking on my channel. So for those of you who have been curious to what I sound like, this is what I sound like. Disappointing, I know. After all you guys got was a scream. Anyways, as you saw in the title, I finally got myself some brand new Istanbul Agop pies. I just got this package not too long ago, and this is what should be my brand new Istanbul Agop cymbals. Quick disclaimer though, I am not endorsed by Istanbul Agop in any way. I purchased these cymbals entirely with my own money as an investment in my setup, simply because I needed new cymbals, and this was a personal decision based on my needs. Alright, how about we stop wasting time and let's open this bad boy up. Right, here we go. Alrighty. By the way, that method of opening a box was inspired by Zach Grooves. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, first cymbal. We got the 10-inch Istanbul Agop Exists Dry Dark Splash. Can we take a look at this for a second? My goodness, this looks so cool. This literally looks like something you would use in a battlefield. So I really never had a chance to have a splash in my setup for the longest time now. So I'm super excited to finally add a splash that will add another flavor on the kit, but something that's quick and gets out of the way, and I think this splash is perfect for that. Alright, next up. Ooh, this thing has got some weight to it. Ugh. We got some hi-hats, and these are the 15-inch Istanbul Agop Exist power hats. For the longest time now, I've never really been able to have a proper set of hi-hats. I started off with having hi-hats that were extremely warped in the edges and was hard to get a good sound out of them. But ever since that pair, I did own a few 16-inch crashes. So I started using these 16-inch crashes, put them together, and turned them into 16-inch hi-hats. But I'm so excited to finally be able to have a proper set of hi-hats. Man, this looks so much better in person. So it looks like we got a traditional Exist finish here at the edges, and also looks like we got some pinpoint lathing. And then here at the center, we got a brilliant finish, and looks like we got some traditional lathing here at the center. This looks so sick. Now I knew I needed a pair of hi-hats that was crisp, had a good stick definition that cuts through, and has a good chick sound to it when you step on it. I usually do that a lot with my left foot. And after looking through Istanbul Agop's line of hi-hats, I found this one to be the pair that I was looking for. And after listening to demos on YouTube, I believe these are overall a great sounding pair of hi-hats. I'm excited to play this one. Alright, next up, we got a 19-inch Istanbul Agop Exists crash. When I heard this crash cymbal, I knew that this was going to be the perfect one for me. And also, this cymbal is around the medium range in terms of weight. Now, I'm a pretty hard hitter, and I realized as I grew in my drumming career, I realized that I easily break thin cymbals. So I knew I needed a cymbal that was a little bit heavier than thins, but I also knew that heavier cymbals might sound a bit clunky. And what is nice about the standard Exist line of crashes is that they are in the Goldilocks zone in terms of weight. So this one is not too light and it's not too heavy, and I think this is going to be a great addition on the kit. Alright, next up, we got the 20-inch Istanbul Agop Exist crash. Again, just like the 19, this one is also in the medium range in terms of weight. So I knew this is gonna be a full, well-rounded crash when I land on this one on my right side. Also, these are pretty big crashes. For the longest time now, I've only been able to have small crashes in my setup, so around the 16 to 18-inch range. These are gonna be a pretty big jump in size to what I'm used to, and I'm super excited to hear how these sound in unison. Oh my goodness, guys. This cymbal I am very much looking forward to the most. The last cymbal in this box is a ride cymbal. What the heck? No, I'm just kidding. This cymbal is actually a used cymbal. Oh goodness. This cymbal is the 22-inch Istanbul Agop Sterling Crash Ride. I don't even know where to begin with this ride. Now when I look at a ride cymbal, my type of ride sound is a ride that needs to be crashable, has a dark tone to it when you crash on it, but still have a good stick definition and has a well-defined and cutting da-da-ding sound to it. Or in other words, meaning that the bell has to cut through the mix. I have been browsing through hundreds of ride cymbals for the longest time now, and that was until I heard this ride cymbal right here. And I think I might have found the ride cymbal that checks all the boxes that I look for in a ride cymbal. When I heard this one, I had to get this one. This crash ride cymbal cuts through beautifully and has a nice cutting bell. And the wash, oh my goodness. This has probably got to be one of the darkest cymbals I've heard in my life, and I can't wait for you to hear this one. Oh man, that's all the cymbals? Alright, that's all the cymbals that I got. I'm super excited to be able to use these cymbals on some new content in the future, as well as use these cymbals for years to come. Hopefully I don't crack them. Now let's hear all these cymbals together on the kit, play them in the context of a groove, and then in the context of a song. You ready? Let's go. have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It really helps me a lot. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of these new Istanbul Agop cymbals. Also, let me know down in the comments what's your favorite cymbal from Istanbul Agop. I'd really love to see what you guys like. Alright, thank you again for watching this video. I'll see you next time.